Imagine this. King Charles III, the steadfast monarch, stands before a hushed crowd, his voice poised to unite the nation in a moment of ceremonial pride. Then, in a heartbeat, the unthinkable happens. His words vanish. His eyes dart, searching for a script that fails him, leaving the world gasping. This wasn't just a stumble. It was a seismic crack in the royal facade, igniting a firestorm of questions about the king's health and the monarchy's future. Whispers of Alzheimer's, long buried in palace corridors, have erupted into a global roar, fueled by a bombshell interview from one of Charles's own cousins. His time is running out. Are we witnessing the twilight of a reign? And are Prince William and Queen Catherine ready to step into the spotlight as regents, steering the crown through uncharted waters? Buckle up, royal watchers. This is a story that could rewrite history. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's dive into the drama shaking Buckingham Palace to its core. Picture a crisp day in 2025, the kind where tradition and pomp collide in perfect British harmony. King Charles III, at 76, steps up to deliver a routine address, his regal composure a beacon of continuity. But then, mid-sentence, he freezes. The script in his hand, crafted by a team of advisors, might as well be blank. His eyes glaze, searching for words that refuse to come. The audience holds its breath. Cameras zoom in, capturing every agonizing second. Within hours, X is ablaze with clips of the falter, hashtags trending, and speculation running wild. Was this exhaustion from his cancer treatments, or something far darker? Royal enthusiasts know the whispers have been there for years. Soft murmurs of cognitive slips, moments where the king's sharp mind seemed to flicker. But this was different. This was public, undeniable. A curtain ripped back on a vulnerability the palace couldn't spin away. Insiders whisper it wasn't the first lapse, just the most exposed. Neurologists quoted across newsrooms point to eerie parallels with early Alzheimer's. Confusion under pressure, fleeting memory gaps, the kind of cracks that chip away at even the mightiest intellects. Social media erupts with a Czech royal health crisis, and the question looms: is the monarchy teetering on the edge of a historic turning point? To understand this moment, let's rewind. Spring 2024. The world learns of King Charles's cancer diagnosis. What started as a routine prostate procedure uncovered a shadow far graver. At 76, the king has battled physical ailments for decades. Chronic sinus issues, sleepless nights with oxygen tents, and, as biographers reveal, a reliance on meticulous routines to combat short-term memory lapses. Royal authors have spilled ink on his obsessive note-taking, aides hovering to catch every slip. Yet the palace painted a picture of resilience, insisting Charles was soldiering on. Fast forward to 2025, and the cracks are widening. Recent appearances betray subtle signs: a hesitation in his replies, a glance to Queen Camilla for prompts. Moments where the crown's weight seems to crush his spirit. Medical experts, observing from afar, note that cancer treatments can fog the mind, mimicking or even hastening Alzheimer's-like symptoms. The speech gaffe wasn't a one-off. It was a glaring signal in a pattern of decline. As one insider put it, these aren't slips. They're alarms of something deeper. And then came the cousins' interview, a bombshell that blew the palace's silence to smithereens. Enter the game changer. A rare interview with King Charles's own cousin, a figure tucked away from the spotlight but bound by blood to the throne. In a quiet sit-down on a niche royal history program, her words hit like thunder. His time is running out. No vague platitude, This was a gut punch, laced with sorrow and certainty. She spoke of private talks, where Charles confessed the toll of his illnesses, hinting at Alzheimer's without naming it outright. The cousin painted a portrait of a monarch racing against his own frailty, confiding that the crown might pass not through death, but necessity. She didn't stop there. Prince William, she revealed, is being prepped not just as heir, but as regent, with Queen Catherine as his unyielding partner. This interview, buried in archives, resurfaced amid the speech scandal, sending shockwaves through royal circles. Why speak now? Insiders say it's a plea for truth, a family member's cry to prepare the nation for a seismic shift. On X, users dissect her words, some hailing her courage, others decrying the breach of royal code. But one thing's clear. Her warning aligns chillingly with the king's public stumble, forcing us to face the human fragility beneath the crown's glitter. At the heart of this storm stand Prince William and Queen Catherine, the power couple poised to save the monarchy from collapse. The cousins' interview casts them as the designated anchors, ready to steer the crown through crisis. William, with his steady hand and years of royal seasoning, is the natural regent, a role where he'd wield the king's authority without claiming the throne. Catherine, his rock, shines as a beacon of resilience, her own health battles forging a quiet strength that captivates the world. Insiders reveal urgent briefings at Kensington Palace post-speech gaffe, where William stepped in with calm precision, a stark contrast to his father's falter. The couple's been schooled in Regency protocols, statecraft, diplomacy, the works, all while keeping their family-first ethos. Their bond, forged through shared passions like mental health and climate advocacy, makes them a modern monarchy's dream team. On X, fans praise their authenticity with posts like, "William and Catherine are the future, real, relatable, ready. Yet the human toll weighs heavy." Sources speak of late-night worries, not for power, but for their children, George, Charlotte, Louis, growing up in a monarchy on edge. This regency promises to be different. Unlike scandal-plagued regents of old, William and Catherine offer efficiency and empathy. They're consulting veterans like Princess Anne, blending tradition with innovation. Their vision? A leaner monarchy, focused on causes like mental health, destigmatizing Charles's struggles. Their move to Frogmore Lodge, a modest Windsor estate, signals a shift. Less pomp, more purpose. It's a monarchy that feels like a family, not a fortress. This crisis isn't just about Charles's health, it's about the monarchy's soul. The king, a bridge to a modern era, has laid groundwork with his environmental crusades. But his frailty risks overshadowing that legacy. William and Catherine, as regents, could carry his torch while forging their own. Their regency would be a proving ground, where vulnerability becomes strength, where the crown mirrors a nation craving authenticity. The cousin's warning, "His time is running out," is a clarion call. It forces the Windsors to confront old wounds, Philip and Elizabeth's deaths, Harry's exit, public skepticism. Catherine's resilience and William's steadiness offer a chance to heal, uniting a fractured family and a wary public. X posts rally behind them, with one user summing it up. They're not just royals, they're real. So where do you stand? Is this regency a bold leap toward a relatable monarchy? Or does it risk unraveling centuries of tradition? Drop your thoughts below. We read everyone, from royal diehards to skeptics. Share this saga with history buffs. Hit like and subscribe for more unfiltered royal truths. This isn't gossip. its history in the making. What should the monarchy become? Your voice matters. Stay tuned for the next chapter in the Crown's evolving story.